Calumet Harbor, Illinois. Calumet Harbor, Illinois to Gary, Indiana. Gary to Burns Harbor, Indiana. And Burns Harbor to Michigan City, Indiana. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Listening area. This station will broadcast severe weather alarm tones for southern Lake Michigan, Lake, DuPage and Cook counties in Illinois, as well as Lake and Porter counties in Indiana. Standard broadcasts will be curtailed to bring you the latest severe weather information. The current time is 12:24 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The following is a special weather statement from the National Weather Service. Significant weather advisory for southeastern DuPage and west central Cook counties until 1 p.m. At 12:23 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Bolingbrook, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Nickel-size hail and winds in excess of 40 miles per hour will be possible with this storm. Locations impacted include Naperville, Cicero, Bolingbrook, Berwyn, Wheaton, Downers Grove, Elmhurst, Lombard, Glen Ellen, Westmont, Lisle, Villa Park, Brookfield, Hinsdale, Westchester, Lamont, LaGrange, Forest Park, Lyons, and Burridge. Including the following interstates: Interstate 55 between mile markers 270 and 278. Interstate 88 between mile markers 129 and 140. Interstate 290 between mile markers 16 and 17. Interstate 355 between mile markers 8 and 10, near mile marker 12, and between mile markers 15 and 27. This includes Argonne National Laboratory, Brookfield Zoo, Benedictine University.
If the storms blow through here sooner than that, and hopefully we don't see anything tornadic. We've already seen some severe thunderstorms. One line of storms moving through the region now into DuPage County. Certainly going to keep an eye on that one, because that one prompted a warning earlier on. Was in Will County, and then more thunderstorms developing into Livingston County, into LaSalle County. But that one particular storm that earlier was responsible for a severe thunderstorm warning, it has been allowed to expire. It was going until 12:45. The good news is it weakened enough, but there's the thunderstorm once more near Downers Grove, moving off towards the northeast. We're looking at around a 45 mile per hour forward speed. Not winds, forward speed of around, say, 45 miles per hour. So some of the areas, as this moves off towards the northeast, we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Maybe this thunderstorm will impact it. You get the idea of Chicago itself. And then if you are farther towards the northeast, if you are into parts of northern eastern Cook County, sorry about the code not working very well, but you get the idea over between the next hour or so. I could be looking at it being in Evanston.
All right, put us in enhanced.
Now, I do want you to notice the big bullseye here, right in the middle of the region, an enhanced risk for severe storms. That's what the Storm Prediction Center paints in when you have an area where numerous severe thunderstorms and widespread thunderstorms may pop up. Lesser extent to the north and west, and also well off toward the north and west. You go from a slight risk down to a marginal risk. We're going to have to watch things for the rest of today, because these severe thunderstorms could produce 70 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe an isolated tornado, because we have that tornado watch in effect, and also hail the size of quarters. But outside of those storms, we already have a wind advisory in effect until 10 o'clock this evening, with just some winds that could be gusting anywhere from 50 to 55 miles per hour outside of storms. So you're going to have a lot of wind going on. Already do have winds out of the south anywhere from 10 to 30 miles per hour, gusting upwards of 41 miles per hour in Peru this hour, 38 miles per hour in Joliet. We're at 61 now. We made it to 60 in Morris, 49 in Waukegan, 52 at Chicago's Lakefront, 55 at Midway. Speaking of Chicago's Lakefront, there it is. We're looking at downtown Chicago. Great shot here from our Field Museum weatherbug camera. A lot of cloud cover over our city. 55 degrees at the top of the hour. Thunderstorm being reported at O'Hare. South-southeast wind at 14. This is all thanks to this storm here. Look at the counterclockwise rotation on this guy. Headed towards the Great Lakes as it does so, going to push a cold front through the area. And as it does so, more thunderstorm potential behind the front. The winds are really going to start to whip, but here's more storms
over by Purdue.
Marching all the way back out of the northwestern parts of the state. Now, I want to keep this in mind. Remember, the tornado watch goes until 5 o'clock. Watch what happens with the RPM forecast model. At 1:30, certainly have thunderstorms spread across the region, but by 3:30, this particular computer model wants to take everything well off towards the east. Hopefully that's the case. You get these storms blow through here, they don't cause any damage, and they keep on moving. Still some scattered shower potential for a while this evening, and overnight tonight, well, the colder air will start to arrive, and by the time we get into tomorrow, the chance behind that front here with the colder air of maybe some rain and snow. What are we going to see for the rest of today? Well, mainly cloudy skies.
What a wind gust, holy crap.
60s, showers and thunderstorms likely. Severe weather we'll have to watch out for, again, across the entire region. A tornado watch in effect until 5 o'clock this evening, which means conditions are ripe or ready or possible of seeing some tornadic activity. We'll have to watch out for that. Still windy tonight. Overcast skies. We'll be in the mid-40s at midnight, drop into the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning, and just stay there. I don't think we get back to around 40 tomorrow afternoon. I think we stay in the upper 30s, and those west winds can still gust upwards around 30 miles per hour. And don't be surprised if some snow mixes in with that rain tomorrow. The good news is on Saturday for the parade, of course, downtown, we'll see some scattered clouds overhead. It's going to be chilly and dry. Highs in the upper 30s, but even as we get into the afternoon hours, wind chill is going to be in the low to mid-30s, and that's going to be about it. But right now, no warnings in effect, but the conditions are favorable for possibly some tornadoes here today, so we have that tornado watch in effect until 5 o'clock. We'll have, of course, a full crew back in the weather office watching things. If we do have another warning before the newscast is done, we'll, of course, pop right back in and pass on that information. You got a lot on your plate. Trying to.
65 degrees outside right now. Barometric pressure is like 29.15 on 22. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna take a walk and see what it looks like outside and see how everything is going. Nasty towards that way. Depending on what the storms are going to do. It's about 65 degrees out here too, so I don't know what the dew point is, but no, it's about 65 out. Walking into the town of Whiting, downtown Whiting. See, the ground's wet. Nothing like a little rain, I tell you. Looking straight towards Chicago. Back that way. Plus it's windy. They were talking about wind gusts could be 55 miles an hour. This is for the actual storm. So there's already a wind advisory until 10 o'clock tonight. I haven't seen any lightning or any thunder either, so right now it's just rain. I do mean rain. wane. Flags are blowing pretty good. Downtown lighting right now. That's where the clouds are at. Warning jet, just to watch. The rain's got to slow down too, it's not as heavy. It's wet. But that's what the clouds are looking at as of right now. Rain pretty good. It's gotten heavier now. Just rain has just picked up.
I'm so big. Bro, we should just stay. Bro, yeah.
Still no lightning or... Still no lightning. Heavy rain, no lightning, no thunder. You can still see here. That's about it for now. Again, there's been zero lightning or hail, but lots of wind and rain, I tell you. That's what it's looking like over there. That's what it looks like towards the other way. Sorry, lens has kind of gotten wet a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, that's what it's looking like over that way. It's a lot of heavy rain so far. Nothing severe. So, but the tornado watch is in effect until 5 o'clock, so you never know. Depends on if what actually develops or hits us, so.
Chicago has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Lake County in northeastern Illinois, north central Cook County in northeastern Illinois, until 2:15 p.m. At 1:47 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Arlington Heights, moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Waukegan, Arlington Heights, Schaumburg, Palatine, Des Plaines, Mount Prospect, Hoffman Estates, Glenview, Buffalo Grove, Wheeling, Northbrook, North Chicago, Highland Park, Vernon Hills, Rolling Meadows, Lake Forest, Deerfield, Winnetka, Glencoe, and Long Grove. Including the following interstates: Interstate 94 between mile markers 17 and 32. Interstate 290 between mile markers 1 and 2. Interstate 294 between mile markers 17 and 32. This includes Open Community College, Great Lakes Naval Training Center, Harper College, Lake Forest College, and Ravinia Music Festival. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. and Chicago has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Newton County in northwestern Indiana, southwestern Porter County in northwestern Indiana, far southeastern Lake County in northwestern Indiana, northwestern Jasper County in northwestern Indiana, until 2:30 p.m. At 1:47 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Enos, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dumont, Hebron, Morocco, Thayer, Sumama Resort, Ruth Lawn, Enos, Pembroke, Fair Oaks, Conrad, Forest City, Lake Village, Wheatfield, and Schneider. Including the following interstate: Indiana Interstate 65 between mile markers 221 and 238. This includes US 41 Dragway. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service office in Chicago. Large hail and damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning.
So here's what it looks like outside right now. The rain's kind of slowed down a lot. Warnings are close by though too, so gotta keep an eye out on things. So what it looks over this way, wind's still blowing. It's still raining a little bit. Oh, wow, that rain just picked up. That's what it looks like behind me. Clouds behind me. It's raining pretty good, that's for sure. Still. It's like the sun's trying to come out, but I don't know. I guess I'm watching over. It's windy, I know that. So, no lightning or thunder yet. I ain't gotta discount it though. That's for sure.
Hoffman Estates, Glenview, Buffalo Grove, Wheeling, Northbrook, North Chicago, Highland Park, Vernon Hills,
So they've actually started interrupting the programs now.
Glen Clode, Long Grove, including the following interstates: Interstate 94 between mile markers 17 and 32. Interstate 290 between mile markers 1 and 2. Interstate 294 between mile markers 17 and 32. This includes Open Community College, Great Lakes Naval Training Center, Harper College, Lake Forest College, and Ravinia Music Festival. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Everybody should know there was a moment.
Well, that was weird. Water pouring again. See, when rain's blowing out there. And rain blowing, wind's blowing. Kind of. Still no thunder or lightning, but really, really, really heavy rain. Picked up. This rain is coming down. Glad I'm not trapped out there, that's for sure. This is starting to blow. And it's coming down in buckets. Starting to gotta lighten up over that way again. But of course over that way it's still kind of dark. And enhanced, so see what happens.
This is what we're talking about, this bright red area, and right in the center of Porter County, moving off towards the northeast, this particular thunderstorm. I'm going to walk over here and see if there's more information coming in from our friends at the National Weather Service, but this particular thunderstorm, Doppler radar indicated we could be looking at ping pong ball size hail. Also, Doppler radar indicated rotation. This particular thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado located over Couts or near Boone Grove, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. If you are in the path of this thunderstorm, you need to seek shelter immediately. Once again,
well, the storms look like they're lifting up out of here, but still, never know.
Northwestern Indiana until 2:45 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Counts or near Boone Grove, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This thunderstorm could produce a tornado at any time. Again, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorm.
There's some nasty storms, I'll tell you that.
Show you exactly which storm we're talking about right there in the middle of your screen.
Oh yeah, you can see the hook it go.
Move towards the northeast at roughly 55 miles per hour. If you find yourself in a mobile home, you need to find a more significant shelter. Get yourself to the lower level of your home, away from windows, and let this blow on through. That's your information for now. I'm meteorologist Mike Jansen in the WGN Weather Center. Capable of producing a tornado, had rotation in it. We're talking about it moving towards the northeast at roughly 55 miles per hour. The last we saw of it was near over Coots or near Boone Grove. Once again, a quickly moving thunderstorm. I'll go ahead and take a look at the radar for you. This is the storm we're talking about, and already starting to see it moving over into LaPorte County, leaving Malden, certainly skipping out of Valparaiso there. But this particular thunderstorm, not getting a report of a tornado on the ground, but reports of rotation inside this thunderstorm that could produce a tornado at any time. So anyone in the path of this storm needs to seek shelter immediately. It's a fast-moving storm moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. If you find yourself in the path of this storm, get out of the way of it. Get yourself to the interior part of your house. If you have a basement, that's the best place for you to go, or certainly down to the lower levels. If you were in the path of this storm and you find yourself in a mobile home, you have an opportunity to quickly find a little bit better place to go. That would be great. But rotation, trying to find these areas. Here we are right now where we see the reds and the greens coming together. Maybe some rotation being picked up there by the winds. But once more, that's the thunderstorm we're talking about. What quickly, though, watch it moving over here to LaPorte County. Again, this particular warning runs until 2:45. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until 2:45. These thunderstorms have been moving very quickly throughout the day. This latest one here, there it is. It kind of gives you a wider view now. The storm that's leaving Porter County, moving into LaPorte County, has prompted a severe thunderstorm warning in Porter County. Runs for another about 15 minutes. So actually, I think could see it expire before then because of how quickly the storm is moving towards the northeast at 15 miles per hour. So again, this red wedge right here is where we have the tornado warning. The orange that you see, including LaPorte County and the rest of Porter County, is for a severe thunderstorm warning, and that also extends down here to Jasper County. But we're going to watch this thunderstorm quickly start to move off towards the northeast. So you folks that are in LaPorte County, and you probably need to get yourself ready for this thunderstorm to skip on over in that direction. But this is the storm we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and just adjust my map for you just a little bit so we can try and center up this storm once more. There's the storm we're talking about. You see how quickly it is moving. Would not be surprised to see either a tornado warning be issued for LaPorte County, or the possibility of seeing this issued tornado warning for Porter County come to an end sooner. Let me see if some information has been coming in from the National Weather Service that storm that over Porter County in the last 5 minutes or so, you've seen a gradual diminishing in the tornado threat. The large hail does look like it could happen, so watch out for that potential. While the tornadic threat is possibly going down in Porter County, large hail is still going to be possible. It did have a report southeast of Valparaiso by about 5 miles of hail of upwards around 7/10 of an inch, or roughly the size of, not quite nickel size, but certainly more like penny size hail there. There once again, we watched that thunderstorm. It is quickly leaving Porter County that prompted the tornado warning until 2:45 this afternoon. That storm now, for the most part, is in LaPorte County. And you see a couple of areas that were right there in the middle, Alida and down to, hopefully I pronounce this right, Wanata. That's where we have this particular thunderstorm. But if you continue off towards the northeast, as this thunderstorm is doing, towards the northeast, roughly 55 miles per hour, you have to think areas like LaPorte itself are in the path of this thunderstorm. Let's see if we can try and maybe draw a storm cone in here for you. Again, this thunderstorm is moving at roughly 55 miles per hour, so maybe it reaches LaPorte here in less than about, say, 10 or 15 minutes. If you're up by Hudson, you may see this thunderstorm on top of you in the next 3 minutes or so. But again, the good news is, according to the National Weather Service, and we get more information here, that particular thunderstorm losing its tornadic potential, but that doesn't mean we're not going to keep an eye on it, because we do have a tornado warning that goes until 2:45 in Porter County, Indiana. But again, not going to be surprised to see this thing come to an end even sooner. I'll go ahead and zoom back in for you. Notice that the thunderstorm basically has left Porter County and is now into LaPorte County, but have not had a new warning being issued for LaPorte County as of yet. We will continue to watch this one for you as we progress through the afternoon hours. As for other thunderstorms that you are possibly worried about, well, there are no other warnings in effect across the region. We just have the thunderstorms that are racing quickly off towards the northeast. At times, some of these storms have been moving to the northeast as quickly as 55 or even up to 70 miles per hour. That's how fast these storms are moving. But it's certainly the one in Porter County, now into LaPorte County, that we've had our eye on the most. We'll come in here one more time, and that red wedge right there in the middle of your screen, that's where we have the tornado warning that's in effect until 12:45. And let's see, yep, here's nope, that's actually for the severe thunderstorm warning in Jasper and Porter counties. That has been expired. The tornado warning, I would almost say you could probably expire that as well. And the reason why I say that is because of where the thunderstorm currently is. It is leaving Porter County, and it is leaving Porter County very quickly. In fact, there's the storm on radar, and that gives you an indication. That line right in the middle of your screen, that actually is the Porter County and also the LaPorte County county line there. So that's what splits it. And I would say the majority of that storm, it has already moved its way into LaPorte County. I'm not saying that it's completely gone, but that's where we currently see it. And for now, the National Weather Service is continuing that tornado warning until 2:45 this afternoon for a Doppler radar indicated. Actually, you know what? Just got word here, just as I thought was going to happen. Just as you heard, you probably heard the bell in over my microphone here. The tornado warning for Porter County has been canceled. It has been canceled. The supercell storm has exited Porter County and continues to show a weakening rotation. So that is good.
That is good.
For you folks in LaPorte County, you keep your eye on thunderstorm. Sorry about that, just lost the microphone there. But that tornado warning that was in Porter County, that has now expired. The thunderstorm is now into LaPorte County. There is no warnings being issued for that particular thunderstorm any longer. But still, we will watch the storm as it continues to move out towards northeast at roughly 55 miles per hour. If we were to have any more watches or warnings, of course, we'll have the crawl on your screen. If we have another tornado warning, we'll break in just like we did here this afternoon, try to give you a little bit more information. But the good news is for right now, what you have is, while there's less rotation, we still have to watch out potential for some hail out there. Did have hail near Valparaiso. There was about 7/10 of an inch in diameter. So you're talking about getting between maybe penny size and closer to nickel size hail out there. You don't get until you get up to quarter size hail, where you are an inch in diameter, where you actually considered to be a severe thunderstorm when it comes to, that's one of the criteria for making a severe storm is hail up to an inch in diameter, 58 mile per hour winds. But again, this particular thunderstorm, the good news is it has left Porter County. It has left Porter County, where it had prompted a tornado warning, has moved into LaPorte County, getting information that the rotation on that storm has come down. The tornado warning was allowed to expire. We'll continue to watch this thunderstorm as it certainly brings some heavy rainfall, maybe some hail and some strong winds in LaPorte County. But for now, we're going to wrap things up, get you back to programming. Again, if we have more thunderstorms going through the rest of the afternoon, we'll break in and pass that word along to you.
Here's the conditions outside. It is windy. It's cooled off a little bit though too, but that's probably due to the rain. But yeah, here's what I'm looking at now. It's completely stopped raining. And towards like Chicago and all that, it's completely, you can see it's blue. You can see where the storms have moved, got moved out. You see the heavy rain and stuff like that. It is still extremely windy out here, which they do have a wind advisory out. They're saying winds could gust about 50-55 miles an hour. This is looking towards East Chicago. It's a lot darker, but these are the storms more likely retreating. That wind is blowing now. Yeah, these are what the conditions look like outside right now. I mean, not a whole lot going on. It is completely stopped raining. So, I think we might be out of the woods, I believe. So, but first tornado watch of the year, or the season, so you never know. I mean, it's rare when they issue tornado watches too, so, like, you know. See what happens.